Good evening, guys, and thank you very much for joining me this evening. We're just going to give it a few minutes before we get things started. If you're watching, drop us a message in the chat. Evening, Ben, mate. I am very well, thank you. How are you? Just seen that your latest episode of the Roma Revolution has just dropped, so I'll be checking that out probably first thing tomorrow morning. Tempted to introduce a little bit of intro music or something before we kick things off. Good evening, JFM. How are you, my friend? Thanks as always for tuning in tonight. Much appreciated. We'll just give it a couple of minutes for the stragglers. Don't want them to miss out on any Tony Kroos midfield wonder classes. I'm sure I will find it very enjoyable, Ben, my friend. The only reason I say it'll be tomorrow is because I'll probably get off stream about 10:30, 11, depending on how things are going. And then, actually, to be fair, I usually chuck on Family Guy or something before bed, but could be some evening viewing. Oh, that's a point. There's loads of football on tonight, isn't there? JFM's upload. You are killing your internet if you're watching the stream, uploading at the same time. Appreciate you tuning in though, my friend. Evening, Mace. Thanks a lot for tuning in, buddy. Looking forward to the launch of NBA 2K21 tonight. Good evening, FM Llama. But I don't know what happened to me there. I lost the ability to speak. Good evening, FM Llama. Let's try that one again. Lovely to have you with us, my friend. Yeah, Ben, I've seen that Wales are playing tonight. I'm a bit annoyed that I'm not going to be able to watch it because at the moment I use my TV as my second screen. Slightly frustrating. JFM's internet's getting an absolute pounding. Right, well, you guys appear to be ready. I'm certainly ready, so let's crack on, shall we? So at the end of the last stream, we played a couple of cup games, didn't we? I don't class that as really kicking off the season. They were first round cup games against lower league sides, so we're not going to count those. This is where the season starts, guys, tonight. We've got our very first Europa League game ever, followed by a really tough opening day fixture against Maliki, who I think they finished second or third last season. They've put together a really good team, so it will be interesting to see how we fare in that one. Now, I think this Europa League game is pretty much... Oh no, we didn't sim that far, so it is just about a week away. Chance maybe to do some wheeling and dealing in the transfer market before we get there. Something that I have been thinking about ever since we came off air last time round is the right back position. And I'm just not convinced. I don't know, having said that, he's not bad, Van der Merch. He's not going to improve an awful lot. Oh, Ben's got himself a new job. What are you doing with yourself now, Ben? On the employment front. And obviously, I reiterate FM Llama's message of, well, wishing you the best of luck, really. I'm just going to have a quick look to see what kind of right backs, what calibre of right backs we've been scouting recently. Let's have a look at the shortlist. New search. Right backs and right wing backs. Well, the answer is not too many are on the shortlist that are any good. Let's have a quick search. Okay. They don't have to have good corners, we've got Big Tony for that. Don't have to have good free kicks, because we've got Big Tony for that. Who have we got here? I can take the wages out. Okay, I say that. Let's cap them, but not at 15k. Let's say we're willing to pay up to 30k a week. Cardosi's come back up on the scouting. He was at the club for a couple of seasons on loan. I'd agree with Llama there. I don't think striptease is the best way to get the new students on board, Ben. Wow. Look at this young Swede. He looks pretty decent. Loan listed. Quite like the look of this Portuguese kid, Renato Matos. Get an updated scout report on him. Seems like we've got a lot of teachers or ex-teachers in the stream this evening. Do we let Dominici leave on loan? No. No, we don't. I don't know how you guys do it, working with kids in schools. Be an absolute nightmare. Well, obviously, you must enjoy it, but I certainly wouldn't. Oh, it's another really promising player that wouldn't get a work permit. 18 teamwork, 16 passing, 16 long shots. Tempted to buy him and loan him out. '15 determination as well. Oh, I remember this kid from the last stream. The young Iranian. Valued at nearly 9 million euros though. I think we're going to struggle to bring him in. Plays on the wing. He has only got 8 finishing for an inside forward, but he is rapid. The end product is not great. It has to be said. We try and lowball them and see what kind of money they're... Okay, they're after 86 million. There's no way we're bringing him in. Would have been nice. You guys are certainly better people than I am, put it that way. Particularly you, JFM, buddy. It's a very noble job you do. Second round draw of the cup today. Talat Tigers. I believe that is a derby game. Or am I wrong? I'm wrong. Oh no, it was Manuza that on my previous save that have a rivalry with Talat Tigers. I am very excited to see how Tony Kroos gets on in the Europa League for us, guys. I'm sure you are too. What the fuck is Voin up to? This is the second time he's not turned up for training. I'm not quite sure why he thinks the criticism is unfounded, because that's the second time he's not turned up for training. Absolute snake. What is he playing at? Gorgeous. Well, he looks decent. Young Frenchman. Do I want to loan Voin out so that he's playing and at least he's happy? It'd have to be more than a squad player if he's going to go out on loan, though. Let's see what depth we have at centre half first. We do have the cover. What are you reckoning, guys? Need your input here. Voin has missed training twice. He's unhappy because he thinks that Gonzalo Cardoso is taking his spot. He probably is going to play limited minutes this season. Do we think we should loan him out short term? Okay, that's just confirmed the answer for me. We're rejecting it because they're only going to have him as a squad player, which is what he's going to be here. Sommer looks like he might play a part this season, to be fair to him, so reluctant to see him go out. Yeah, Ben, I was going to try and up the fee and also bring down the duration of the loan until just the next transfer window to give us flexibility and the ability to decide on whether to bring him back or not. But the important thing for me was that I wanted him to be better than a squad player out there, because he's a squad player here now, and we might need him. So the only reason I'm going to let him go out on loan is if he's going to play regular first team football. Pedro Ferreira. Wow, he looks very decent other than the fact he can't cross a ball. JFM's got a video dropping as well tonight. Lovely stuff. More content for me to catch up on. Oh, well, that's not good. We've lost Nyonto for a week. Because I know how this goes. If I don't send him home, this is going to spread to the rest of the squad, isn't it? What do you reckon, guys? I tend to always send players home when they've got the flu. But I'm tempted to use the club doctor. I know what the sensible idea is, and that is to send him home. But we've got a couple of big games coming up. Do you know what? No, I'm making a judgment call. Sorry. I'm sending him home because hopefully then he might be fit for the opening day in the league. I would like to think we can get through this Europa League first leg without him. Yeah, Ben knows. Send him home. JFM, how come I don't put a cam on my stream? Simple, mate. I'm fuck ugly. Very simple answer. I don't want to put anyone off the dinner. And I'd rather you guys look at the FM content than my face, to be fair. I'm liking that form from Hubert. Yeah, Mason knows. He knows I'm fuck ugly. That's why I don't go on camera. I mean, it's partially that, but it's also the fact that I don't have a webcam yet or a stream camera, and my setup isn't sort of what I'd like it to be just yet. So I would much rather wait until I'm all moved out into mine and my girlfriend's new home, and then bring you the setup via webcam then, and then you'll eventually get to see my ugly mug on stream. Good evening, Coxie. How are you, my friend? Cheers for joining us. Okay, I'm absolutely buzzing for this. I actually don't know anything about the team we're about to play. Let me know if any of you are aware of them. I will cheat a little bit and take a look. So they are from... Wow, they're from North Macedonia. Now, if any of you try and tell me you know anything about this team, you're lying. Oh yeah, JFM, don't worry, mate. It's 100% possible to stream to YouTube with a face cam. I just don't have one and don't have the setup to do it just yet. So, yeah, and I'm fuck ugly. Yeah, I'm not having any of you telling me you know anything about this side, unless you've managed in North Macedonia on some obscure database before. Good team, got a good setup. Yeah, mate, I'm sure you've managed in Macedonia at some point in your illustrious FM career. We're going to give Sommer a start because he's a squad player. He's played well in pre-season, and I want to see what he can do, if I'm honest. Right. I think we decided last time that Rui Perez in midfield with Darbo does not work. What's Kroos' long shots? 16. Passing 20. JFM, when you mean the tactic, do you mean the back attack? Because if you do know a lot of people that are using it, then that's music to my ears. Love that. Inject it. And if you're not about the back attack, then I'll be very sad. Um, what was I going to say? Okay, yeah, Tony Kroos. Deep line playmaker or advanced playmaker? Talk to me, guys. What do you think? I'm really toying with the idea of pushing him further forward because I think he can have more of an impact in the final third than someone like Darbo can. Let's see how they like being switched over. Okay, so Darbo prefers playing as a deep line player anyway and isn't as effective going forward. He's only got 12 long shots, worse technique, worse passing. Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm asking you guys your opinions and then just making up my own mind, but I'm just thinking out loud. I think I'm actually going to give Ronaldo Santos a game at right back. He needs to improve, and this Europa League tie should hopefully be the opportunity for him to do it. Let's keep an eye on Geoffroy's development. He's not developed too much. Got fantastic crossing though. It's just a shame he's a bit of a liability defensively. Okay, you guys tend to agree with me anyway that we should put him advanced playmaker. I mean, we were going to play him half-back, weren't we? But sort of decided that it'd be better in an area where he can have an impact going forward. I'm going to go with Duarte up front as well. Again, it's Europa League game. Want to give some players some opportunities. Let's get into it. Yeah, Ben knows as well. He should be pulling absolute strings. Slipping in ridiculous through balls, cracking off long shots. Left, right and Christmas. Makes you right, to be fair, when it comes to wing backs. If the boy can cross, the boy can play. Doesn't matter if he's got too bravery, can't defend. If he can cross, he can play. As usual, whenever I mention the fans, the players don't want to know. Let's motivate him a different way. Ben, you're not wrong. I do want assists coming from wide areas like you can't even comprehend. I want 15 a season each side from my fullbacks. That's the ideal scenario. Yeah, let's not be negative. Let's talk about the players that will be playing tonight. Mr. Journalist trying to shit on us in the pre-match press conference. The boys I've put out there are more than capable. I don't particularly like playing the home tie first in Europe. I always prefer a home return leg. We'll see how we get on. Here's Sommer. Deciding to go on an adventure. Santos. Can he cross? He can't. Looks for Montaigne. Ball to the edge. Oh, and Darbo. Stop that. Stop it. I think he heard me say that he's less effective in the final third, and he's gone, do you know what, Steve? I'm going to absolutely thunderfuck this one top bins. And he's done it. JFM's seen the back attack works really well, but the red behind the fullbacks hurts his eyes. Just ignore that, mate. Just ignore it. It's fine. It's not even there. The game doesn't know what it's talking about. A bit of red never hurt anyone. That's what she said. That was a horrendous joke. Shouldn't have done that. Apologies, guys. Santos finds Louis Montagnier and he puts it straight to the keeper from about 8 yards. Fantastic finishing from him. Lol. Santos with a cross again. Of course, he doesn't pick anyone out with his 11 crossing. Mason hates the 3D graphics. Yeah, I know, mate. Sorry. I know you're a 2D man, but I'm not. So, you're stuck with it, I'm afraid. On the plus side, you might get used to it if you tune in enough. I know there's the argument saying, oh, if you're 2D, you can see the player positions and stuff. But if you open your eyes, you can see anyway. Chance for them in the channel, and Farino has just absolutely hacked his man down for no reason whatsoever. Montagnier, Sommer heads it back, Darbo. Kroos with a chance to pull some strings. Oh, Ronivaldo, stop that. Tybee picks him out. Ronivaldo Santos. He doesn't get many assists, this kid, but he does crop up with a few goals. Kroos, not looking for the wonder ball, just goes, you know what, I'm going to just keep us ticking over. Play the way we're facing, knock it back to Tybee, and he picks out Santos. Love it. Cracking start. Yeah, I agree with you, Ben. If we can keep a clean sheet, that's going to be really important, I think. Because I back us to go to their ground and score. Not many teams shut us out. Although I've said it now, so you watch it happen. Bit of a tame header. Keeper gathers it pretty easily. Goes long with a goal kick and we pick it up. Love that. Montagnier cuts inside again. He's doing that well this game because Santos is getting acres of space down that far side. Sorry, down his near side because Montagnier keeps cutting in straight away. It's exactly what we're after. Keep this going, boys. I think we're going to take Kroos off at 60 minutes. Put him in cotton wool, ready for the first league game of the season. Farino's on a 6.4 as well. He's shit in the bed a little bit, so he might be one to make way as well. Geoffroy can come on and play some minutes. Tybee picks out Montagnier, who's offside. Not even going to get excited about that one. Yeah, he's miles off. I could have told you that. Well, I did tell you that. Okay, changes. We do not need to risk Tony, so he's coming straight off. And Dominici, me old mucker, you can come on for Tony Kroos. We have seemed to control this game relatively well up until now. There's Duarte with the cross. Edge of the box for Dominici. Picks out Ronivaldo Santos. Back to Dominici, bit of a tame shot. They clear it for a corner. Sommer to whip it in. Yeah, normal service is resumed with regards to corner delivery when Kroos isn't on the pitch. When I say normal service, I mean it's at the same standard as the service you might get in, for example, a Wetherspoons. It's not great. Tybee. Good ball out wide. Santos. Chance to cross. Does. Gets blocked. Darbo with an ambitious and audacious volley. Sees it whistle over the bar. We look really comfortable on the ball. I'm enjoying it. Sommer knocks in the rebound. Love it. Great to see him on the score sheet. That's a sweeping pass. I think that was Darbo. Picks out Sommer, whose first shot is bang average straight at the keeper, but he picks up the scraps. The important thing is the ball's in the back of the net. Right, who else can do with playing? Tybee's looking a bit knackered. Darbo's looking quite tired as well. Do you know what? We'll give it a few more minutes and see if anyone tires quicker than anyone else. And we'll make a judgment call then. Let's demand more so we don't fall asleep at the wheel here. Oh, Sommer's cracked the free kick off the post. Bit annoyed that no one was following that in. Less annoyed than I would be if we weren't 3-0 up. Dominici. I think I'm going to take Darbo off here. I'm going to go with Rui Perez in midfield. Only because Darbo and Kroos are our first choice pairing in midfield. And they need to be protected. Bar finds Sommer with the throw. Here's Rui Perez looking to pull strings. Sommer picks it up again, drives inside. Decent shot. Works the keeper quite well. Chance to deliver from the corner again now. Ooh. No worries, JFM, my friend. Thanks a lot for joining us. Hope to see you again. Enjoy your food, buddy. Let us know what you had if you do come back. Not quite sure what Sommer was doing stepping away from the ball there, but we'll let him off. It is good to see some of the young lads playing well this game. I feel like everyone in the squad is going to get a lot of minutes because we're going to play a hell of a lot of games. I mean, it's a terrible time for JFM to leave us going into the first league game of the season. But a man's got to eat, to be fair. Yeah, Darbo was immense in that game. So glad we kept him in January last year when there was a lot of clubs around, sniffing around for him, trying to activate his release clause. Bastards. Interesting. Who is that João Souza? Is he any good? 10 crossing. No. Bruno Cesar. 18 reflexes. Very nice. Keep scouting him. I have never heard of this kid before. Kian Fitzjim. From Feyenoord. He's 5'4", but he's got some real attributes on him. Stamer, I've certainly heard of him before. Signed him on a couple of saves actually. A lot of centre backs coming through the scouting. Evening, Liam. You right, mate? Have a look at Nico Williams, Matty Cash, and Adam Ida. So I've signed Nico Williams and Matty Cash on a few saves this year. So I'm not gonna make a move for them on here, but let's just out of interest have a look at how they're getting on. So that is not the best Nico Williams I've seen. I can't lie. I've seen him with amazing passing, pace, and crossing. Still looks decent though. Matty Cash is a bit older, isn't he? So I imagine he will be in the peak of his career at the moment. Yeah, there you go, 27. He's developed quite nicely. And Adam Ida. I know Mason's had a lot of success with Adam Ida on a couple of saves. Yeah, pretty decent player. Not to be sniffed at. We've only got a week left of the transfer market. I think we're all good at centre-back now, Liam. But thanks very much for the recommendation anyway. We're quite well stacked there now. We've got a couple of young players that are like more squad players, and we've definitely got our first choice pairing set now. We obviously spent that €5 million on Cardoso, didn't we? Newman Valadez. I swear this guy looks decent. Oh, he's got 8 strength. That's what put me off him last time. 10 decisions. £1.6 million. I have just said, literally just said, we're okay at centre back. But for 1.6 million, do we let Juan go because he's not happy? And bring in Valadez, who might be more inclined to accept a squad player role. The boy can pass for a defender. He can also step in and play halfback. Any positions that we do need? Well, that's an interesting question. Liam, because if we have a look here, let's have a quick look at our squad depth. We're pretty well covered in nearly every position. I don't think we technically need anyone. It's a case of if we let someone go, we need to replace them with a bit more quality, or if a really good player becomes available, then we'll bring him in. But as you can see, we're looking all right. So it is just a case of, you know, waiting to see if that right deal for us comes to fruition, really, and maybe the scouts let us know that someone's available on the cheap. Good evening, Damar Moore FM. Thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. How are you? Guys, let me know what you think. Numan Valadez, right? Bearing in mind the Voin situation, we could probably get over 5 million for Voin and bring in Valadez, who would be happier as a squad player than Voin is. He's a 3-star player with 4-star potential. He's on 17.5k a week. If we can get him dirt cheap, $800k this year and $800k next year. How's Biscuit Shins performing? Was that the nickname we gave to Kroos? I think it was, wasn't it? If it's Kroos that we've nicknamed Biscuit Shins, then he's doing very well. Okay, they've accepted a ludicrously low offer for this Valadez. What I don't want is this Voin to be a bastard all season and throw his toys out the pram and ruin team morale. He'd be very interested in speaking to other clubs. Let's see. Let's tap him around. See, look, Valadez is happy to be a fringe player. Brilliant, okay. You're happy to be a fringe player? I don't think he's going to accept 4k a week. Let's be a bit more generous with a clean sheet bonus. We do want to keep clean sheets. Let's incentivise them. Yeah, you see, I thought that might have been the case. Okay. I'm happy paying that. He's also very good in the air. He's a jumpy boy. which means him and Cardoso are both very good in the air. We can also give Valadez a face because he's not a real player. He's Aswijan, so we can decide on a player face for him. And to be honest, I had high hopes for Voin, but I can't be dealing with him bumming around the place, being grumpy, ruining team morale. I don't like it when players, like when you sign a top quality player and then your current players are annoyed by it. It's like, why are you annoyed? He's going to make the team better. The teams are out here paying big money for players. We don't tend to do that. You're not wrong, Liam. You can pick up some bargains if you are clever here. And yeah, there's definitely a Premier League premium when it comes to signing players. Good evening, Edinburgh FM. Thank you very much for tuning in, my friend. Nice to have you here. The save's going well. We've just navigated our way through the first leg of the Europa League qualifier against a team from North Macedonia, so that was interesting. We've now got the opening game of the season in the league, away from home. Tough fixture, really tough start. Followed by the second leg of the Europa League playoff round. And then we're playing the best team in the country in the league after that. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. And I'm glad you guys have tuned in to see how we get on. There we go, look. Aswijan Maliki off to a flyer already. 5-0 win for them. If we are going to contend for the title at all, we do need to keep an eye on their performances. And yeah, basically they're not going to drop many points this season. So yeah, it'll be interesting to follow them and see how they get on. They're the team to beat, basically, guys. If we're going to even challenge for this title, we need to finish above them. And I think whoever does finish above them takes the league title. This Iranian wonder kid is really, really tempting me. And it's probably because I've never signed an Iranian player before. He looks like a nice little inside forward, other than the fact his finishing isn't great. His flair and technique could be a bit better. And his passing is not amazing. But he is quick and he does work hard. One to keep an eye on, but I'm not about to splash loads of money on him. It says he's extremely interested, but AC Milan wanted like 89 million or something for him. What's going on in your FM save then, Edinburgh? My friend? What's frustrating you? Is it one of them ones where things just don't seem to be working no matter what you change? Hello? Oh, he's a left back. Oh, if he was a right back, I'd be snapping him up. 15 crossing. Transfer listed for 4.9 million euros. Yeah, I'd have been all over that. But he's a left back, and we've got two left backs that can already cross the ball. Here we go then, guys. The big one. Gnonto hasn't made it, which is very frustrating. He's still out with the flu. Far from ideal. I think we go pretty much with... Yeah, I mean, we've not really got many options at inside forward there, so... I say we go with what worked for us in the last one. Santos played well, so I'm going to give him an opportunity. I'm going to give him the chance to make a claim for that first choice right back role. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go with this. Ah, good evening, Kate. Lovely to hear from you. How are you, my friend? Ah, that sounds like it sucks, Edinburgh. Like the board won't back you and you've just got to try and keep yourself ticking over every year. I'll tell you what gets you out of that situation, and you've got to be very, very thorough and astute in the transfer market. And you need to try and pick yourself up a nice little gem of a player, nice young player, that you can pick up for next to nothing, that you can flog on for a huge profit. I feel like that or your youth setup and your youth recruitment are the only two ways out of that situation when you need to raise a lot of funds to sort of finance a push up the table. Good to hear you well, Kate. I am not too bad, thanks. Okay, first game of the season. We're not going to change it too much, if at all, from the Europa League game. Sommer gets his big chance in the league because Gnonto misses out with the flu. I'm going to play on that underdog card, although I don't like to. Okay, here we go then, guys. First league game of the season. Been a long time coming. What can Toni Kroos do for us? Is he the difference maker that we've been hyping him up to be? I really hope so. I'm hoping just his sheer ability and his experience just kicks us on as a side and it rubs off on a few players around him. Shimsundu with a long ball. That's a lovely little flick on header to Louis Montagnier. Oh, he's put it straight at the keeper. That could have been some start to the season. Kroos with a delivery. We're looking for better corners. Can he deliver one? Nothing comes of that one. Verino looking to pick someone out, but the ball's intercepted. Good pressure on the ball though, forcing him home. Don't let him play through the press. Santos gets back well. Good football. Really good football. Ball into the channel. Picked up by Santos. And for some reason he decided to take the shot on when there were players in the box. Verino finds Kroos. Sommer. Cuts inside. And it's a wayward effort. Mason prefers Kroos at deep line playmaker. To be fair, mate, he didn't do an awful lot in that Europa League game before being subbed. But that's a good ball. Oh, just as we've said that. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. We've just jinxed it, Mace. Kroos gets the ball, threads it through the eye of a needle. Montigny smashes it past the keeper. That's why we moved him to advanced playmaker. I'm not saying you're wrong, though, because I did like him at deep line playmaker, and you're right, he does get on the ball an awful lot more. But with his attributes, with his vision and mentals and everything, and his technical ability, you want him feeding your strikers, don't you? Really. Kroos now to deliver. Ball into the box. We're 2-0 up, but he's offside, I think. That's a shame. Would have been a lovely second assist for Tony. It's a tight call as well. Not much in that one. That would have been nice for Duarte to get his first league goal for the club. Montigny now. He seems to have really taken to this right inside forward role. Last season he was a bit ropey out there. That's a good ball. Louis Montigny tackled. Santos delivered a ball into the box. Come on. He can't get the cross away. But we do recover possession. Farino in the wide area. Chance to whip it in. He does. And it's gone in. It's Louis Montigny with the second. Oh no, it's not. It's an own goal. It's an own goal, but it's very well worked and pretty much forced by us. Cracking ball into the box, right in the danger area. The defender gets his feet in a muddle. Keeper doesn't know whether to come or stay on his line. Fantastic goal. Exactly what we want. And we are playing some stuff. Good football again. Darbo just springs it out wide for Sommer. Cuts inside onto his stronger right foot. And Matteo Sommer, what a strike that is from the kid. We gave him a chance in the absence of Gnonto, and he's fired that one into the bottom corner. That's a classy, classy finish. I'll tell you what, guys, what a start to the league season this has been. If we can keep this up. Darbo with the assist that time. Our midfield is just so much stronger this season. Corner whipped in. Keeper gathers it really well. Can he pick someone out for a counter-attack? He goes along with the kit. He does pick out Louis Montigny. But he dwells on the ball for too long and is dispossessed. But we get a chance to reset. Santos. Nice footwork in the box. Flashes it. Oh. Sommer picks up the scraps and crosses. And Montigny with an audacious header. Sommer again. He is causing problems. Big time. Wow, I missed that one. I was sorting out my laptop calling stand, and as it happens, we've gone and got number 4. Sommer again. What? I don't know what we've been feeding this kid in pre-season, but he is twice the player he was last year. And that is no exaggeration. He was bang average for us last season. But I hope you'll agree, guys, this has been well worth tuning in for. Cracking first half of the season. We've just completely outplayed them. They've not even been in this game. Other than this one ball over the top that they're guaranteed to score from. Okay, no, good keeping. What a half of football. Keep this going, boys. Because we have been outstanding. Let's just get straight into this second half. Farino's there. Crosses. And they're forced to head it away for a corner. Tony Kroos to whip it in. Gets the second bite of the cherry. It's deep. And they clear their lines. We have been so clinical. 9 shots, 5 on target, 4 goals. Montaigne now. Ooh, he is giving them a torrid time down that side. Santos. That's soft. He's giving the ball away, but he's got it back. And we're doing our best to give it away again. Tybee with some good work in the wide area though. Finds Tony Kroos. Louis Montaigne skips past one. Gets the shot away and the keeper has to make a save. Kroos delivers. Doesn't beat the first man this time. That's disappointing from him. Goes out for another corner. Can he do better with this one? Whips it in. It's a good header. Works the keeper well, but the keeper hangs on to it. Kroos again with the in-swinger this time. Tybee picks it up on the edge. Cardoso, Darbo. Sommer, that's a good ball. Finds Tybee out wide. He pulls it back. Cardoso, edge of the box. On his strong left foot, and he's gone for it, the centre-half. He's gone for it from the edge of the box. Wasn't an awful effort, to be fair to him. Right then, let's make a couple of changes. Who needs a rest? A few players all on 72 conditioning. Well, the wing backs are going to be changed for the next game anyway, so we don't need to rest them. We're probably going to rest Tony Kroos as well. We don't want to rely on him too much, so he can see the rest of this one out. Darbo can come off for Liakos, who is going to probably struggle to get too many minutes this season, so we'll give him the chance now. Rui Perez is going to come in for Tybee in the Europa League game as well. Let's give both inside forwards a rest, only because we're a little bit lacking in those areas in terms of depth in the squad. So we're going to push Duarte out. He doesn't love it out there inside forward, but he's going to have to learn to play there, I'm afraid. Grandjean, you can come and play up top. Louis Montaigne. Let's give Takura some minutes. He's coming back from an injury. There we go. There's our 3 changes. We've made him nice and early. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite me on the arse. Liakos. Good ball over the top straight away for Grandjean. He could have really sealed it there. That is a big chance. Gone begging. It's good distribution from the keeper there. That's a cracking ball as well out for Duarte. Santos finds Tybee. Kroos. Nothing comes of that one. Someone get out and make the tackle. Come on. Pressure on the ball. Good hands from the keeper. I mean, this is a very good response to seeing Aswijan Maliki go and win 5-0 on the opening day. We've sort of said to him, you know, we can match you. Santos whipped ball in. That should have been a goal. Come on. The finishing's got to be more clinical in them situations. Santos finds Tybee on the edge. He finds Dakura. Liakos with the strike. And the keeper makes a meal of it, but saves it. Kroos with the ball into the box from the free kick. Tybee looks to pick someone out, but hits it too long. And that is the end of the game, guys. What a first game that was. I mean, I'm a bit annoyed that we didn't really do much in the second half. We created some chances, but didn't take them. We played some lovely stuff. Yeah, Louis Montagnier was very good in that game. I really don't know where to spend this money. Matos isn't really an upgrade. And I want to give Santos every chance to make that right back spot his own long term. Pressing forward FM's in the house. Good evening, mate. How are you, my friend? You just missed a very, very good opening league game of the season. Okay, Valadez is joining us. For peanuts. Absolute peanuts. We will be accepting that. He's going to come in as a rotation option at the back. And I think we're going to at least loan Juan out. Good to hear you well. Pressing forward. I hope so too, buddy. I hope we can continue our momentum. Had a very good start to the season so far. What about Valadez making his debut in this Europa League game? Very tempted to throw him in there. I see Mason's gone quiet ever since Tony Kroos got the assist from advanced playmaker after saying he prefers him at deep line playmaker. As I said before, he's got a point, but I think he can just play anywhere, to be honest. He's that good. Young Italian midfield player, 16 teamwork, 8 determination. Nah. Young Belgian striker, doesn't look like he's going to improve too much. Alonso Andrade. Wouldn't get a work permit. Let's keep an eye on him though. One thing I haven't done is, well, I've not really been in a position where I can sign players that wouldn't get a work permit and then loan them out. And obviously the reason I've not been able to do that is because I don't have the funds. I have to spend the money here and now. I can't really be thinking about sort of long term just yet. Otherwise I would be invested in those types of players. I think we are going to rotate. Even though we are going to a very tough ground in Macedonia somewhere, away from home in Europe, we're going to need some steel about us. But I do think it's a good opportunity to rest some key players, especially before that huge league game against Aswijan Maliki. That'll be a real yardstick for how our season's going to go, I think. The under-20s aren't doing so well. Might start making some first-team players available. Wow, Hubert really is finding his feet, isn't he, out on loan? Good to see. Really good to see. Do love it when a loan works out for everyone. Okay, this one is going to be interesting. We're going to get a look at some players that maybe aren't necessarily first choice. So I'm going to go with Yoshio because I want him to develop. And you know what? We're going to go Valadez as well. Who's got the stronger left foot? Yoshio has. Tybee for Rui Perez. Santos. Let's give Van der Merch a game. Geoffroy comes in at left wing back. Now, there's absolutely no need for Kroos to play in this game, so he's not going to. Not for the whole 90 anyway. He will play the first half though. Do you know what? He'll play the first half. Hopefully see us through the tough spell in the game. just whilst we settle. Grandjean can go up top. Where is Gnonto? Yeah, Gnonto needs to get some minutes. So he can come in for Louis Montagnier. Who we shouldn't need, actually, in this matchday squad. And Sommer, I'm going to give him another consecutive game to hope that he can build on his good form. I think maybe Liakos should come in onto the bench, and Sakura, actually, for Farino. Give Valadez number 23. Nice early opportunity to see what he can offer us. Now, it looks like they're playing a very narrow formation. So I'm hoping those 2v1s in wide areas will be a key difference maker for us. We obviously always play to try and get those opportunities in the wide areas, but I'm hoping that this game, more than others, will be able to be even more effective out there. What do you reckon then, guys? Do you think we'll struggle away here in Europe, or do you think it'll be more of the same? Let me know in the chat what you think is going to happen. Personally, I think it's going to be a bit more difficult. We've got a young team out there. And this is the first time they would have travelled away in Europe. If you believe those things can impact the game. Geoffroy pulls it back for Tony Kroos. Grandjean whips it in. Not the best ball. Dominici, switch of play there. Geoffroy, chance to whip it in. That's a fantastic cross. That's a really good cross. Picks out Grandjean. You love to see it. Love to see it when you score goals in exactly the way that your tactic is set up to score goals. It's very, very satisfying. Geoffroy, dispossessed, but picks up the scraps. Kroos is dispossessed. It's not great to see. Valadez gets up and wins the header well. He's a very jumpy man. Geoffroy with the strike, just pulls it wide of the mark. Sommer's tackled hard there in the middle of the pitch, but Geoffroy picks out Gnonto. Van der Merch on the overlap. Can he find someone? Pulls it. Sommer, unlucky to have his effort blocked there. Geoffroy whips it in again, and Van der Merch steps in from right wing back and tries to volley it with his swinger, with his left foot. Kroos to deliver from the corner. I think that's a pen. I think that is a pen, which means big Tony Kroos steps up to the spot And he's missed. Wow. I did not expect to see that. Tony Kroos, a German, I might add, has just missed a pen. Not good. He's been Mr. Reliable from the spot until now. Can he redeem himself with a good delivery here? It was a good delivery, but the header wasn't befitting of the cross. Chance with a free kick. Hits the post and Dominici is there to tap in the rebound. Kind of wanted Kroos to get the goal for that. Just wanted that to sail in top bins. Cracking strike. It looks as if we're going to navigate our way through this tie with ease. Absolutely no need for Kroos to play the second half. So, Liakos, you can have a half. Oh. Dominici, you'll drop back. And then we'll see how it goes. Van der Merch getting down his right hand side. Space to run into. Whips it in. Defended well. And the volley from Liakos. Dominici on the edge. Pulls it to the pen spot. Yoshio. Wide of the mark. Gnonto runs into trouble. Oh wow, ball over the top does us and we concede. Not ideal. This one ball does everyone. I'm going to put that one down to the centre-backs not having played together before. I might be being a bit too generous there. Give Takura some minutes. Give him a good run out. He needs the match sharpness. I think we're going to demand more from the boys as well. We've gone off the board a little bit. Sommer. Grandjean taps in the rebound. Love it. Great to see players following shots in like that. We build it well. Yeah, it's a good little move. And we get our rewards. Dominici sprays it. Love a pass like that. Crossfield pass to Van der Merch, who gets down the right hand side. And Sommer with the headed opportunity over the bar. We're getting plenty of crosses into the box. Although he's looking a little bit tired, we're going to just let Sommer play the rest of this game because he probably won't start against Aswijan Maliki. We'll probably go with Nyonto and Montagnu in the inside forward positions. Is there someone that can come on? Indiguy's not played an awful lot. Do you know what? Sommer's looking complacent anyway. Let's bring on Indiguy. Inside forward. See if he can put in a shift there. Good ball from Grandjean. Van der Merch swings it in. Oh, it's a bit pinball on the edge of the box. I feel like if one of those shots made it through, it was going in. The keeper was already committed. Liakos dispossessed. Not great from him. Keeper's forced to make a save. Another opportunity goes begging. Take care, Ben, my friend. Thanks a lot for tuning in this evening. I do appreciate it. Sorry for the weird speech there. I was just in the middle of drinking some juice. Yeah, I hope we can keep the winning going and have a good day at work tomorrow, my friend. Appreciate the support as always. Cracking away win in Europe. Yeah, Grandjean played well. I think he's trying to tell me something because Duarte hasn't exactly been banging in the goals for us, even though he's been given the chances. Cup third round draw. Who are we going to get? No one's really coming in for Juan. Good to see Santos training well, to be honest. Has that crossing gone up yet? No. Of course it hasn't. I'm actually tempted to leave things on a cliffhanger tonight. We have this huge league game against Aswijan Maliki coming up. And I feel like to do it some justice, we need to build it up a little bit. And to do that, we should open up a stream with that fixture. Oh, it's also transfer deadline day. Yeah, let's do that. Let's end it there tonight, guys. And come back on Tuesday next week for the transfer deadline day. And a huge, huge game. Already this early on in the season. I feel silly for saying it, but could be a season-defining game against Aswijan Maliki, the best team in the country, who, by the way, we actually managed to absolutely smash 7-1 last season away from home. So there is hope for us. We've shown we can do it. Obviously, they have beaten us a couple of times as well over the seasons, but I back the boys, and I think the squad is in better shape than it has been in previous years. I feel like we're well positioned to actually go and challenge them seriously this season. So do tune in on Tuesday for that. Also, guys, just before we go, I am dropping the very first episode of my brand new YouTube series called The Exile Academy tomorrow, so Friday at 6 PM UK time. I'd love it if you would tune in and check that one out and let me know what you think of it in the comments once you've given it a watch. If you've enjoyed the stream tonight, guys, then please do drop a like on it. And that goes for you guys too if you're watching it retrospectively and you aren't watching it live. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for me so you get notifications for future videos. But until next time, take care of yourselves, guys. Thanks very much for your support. Always appreciated. Cheers.